Welcome back to episode 7 of the Backbreak Boys, featuring your boy Steven.
I'm Nick.
I think everybody knew that, but thanks for the clarification there, Bubba.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday here. What'd you do Monday, dude? What'd you do for 6-9?
6/9, June 9th. I ripped chest.
Yeah,
Went
have to do. Yeah,
went
got
to
to rip
work.
chest on Monday.
Went to work. So I guess chronologically, woke up, shit, brushed my teeth, went to work, ripped chest.
It's just a normal day.
Yeah. I mean, I did chuckle at,
Did you even think about Monday, how it was 6-9? I've never thought about a 6-9. You know,
honestly, I never have. But like this Friday, it's like Friday the 13th, so it'd be like, beware, like just be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well,
what a sick week, dude. What a sick week for like 6-9 to fall on Monday.
Yeah.
You start off like Mondays are terrible anyways, but at least it's 6-9, and then you get
a chuckle.
It's like two shit ends,
Two shit ends of the stick.
Yeah.
Because I've always, dude, like it's crazy. I think most hotels skip level or floor 13.
13
Off
of bad luck.
Off of superstition. But like that's the number
I didn't believe that.
That's the number I wore as a kid. That's the number I wore as a kid. Like prior to like double deuce, like double toilet.
You didn't like. You really didn't exist.
No.
Yeah.
No. I was just kind of out there like a ghost.
I didn't believe it, dude. But there are a few hotels I've seen 13, like a couple, but a majority of hotels do not do 13, especially like casinos. No way.
Oh yeah. I'm letting 13 ride though.
It's kind of insane that a casino lets that superstition. They take that superstition so seriously, to where they design their hotel, and the designers or the makers of the elevator, they're like, dude, do not put a 13 in here,
because it's like you're technically not skipping 13. There are, if you count stories, there is a 13th one, but it's like they just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah,
which is crazy
like
to me.
They don't put the 13 on the elevator number, but you are still on the 13th floor.
Just know that. Just know that.
If you think about it, they're really not doing anything. They're just, it's kind of stupid.
They're lying to themselves is what they're doing.
They are. Yeah. And I think me being in the elevator and seeing a 13 or not, I'm still probably going to lose everything.
I'm not, the luck's not, it's not going to go my way. Dude, I haven't hit the last, the saying, just like we're due, man. I hate hearing that, dude. Fucking, the last like 4 times I've been, I just keep hearing the words "I'm due."
I say it every time. Yeah, I'm not. I say it every single time, and it's not going well for me. I've been on such a bad losing streak. I finally stopped.
Yeah, it's just I'm taking my L, and I'm just going to the house.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Maybe like once a year where I'm cool with losing a couple hundred, but
yeah.
What about you? What'd you do on 6/9?
Dude, 6/9, I worked a double this weekend.
Yeah.
And I had to open Sunday. Worked a double Saturday, open Sunday. So Monday I was crashed out. I felt like dog shit, dude. I don't know why. I've never worked a double and then had to open like that. And it literally took my body like 2 days to recover. Like, I don't even remember 6/9.
See, it didn't even happen.
Yeah.
This is a sidebar, but the 6/9, does that not, like, why has it never been called 9/6? Or does that not work the right way?
That would be September 6th. But like in
you know
England,
what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think in England they do the day first, and then I think we're the only country that does month day. And I think every other country does day month. Yeah. Which to me is like, I think
we set the standard, baby.
We do. Like, we got our own, units of measurement and shit, but
yeah.
I really do feel like day, like the month and the day for like in that order is right.
Yeah, I think so
There's
too.
just I don't know what it is. Like
I know. I do think we are talking about two different things, but I like where your head's at, not mine. Appreciate it.
what were you talking about? 9/6. What are you saying?
It's just.
Are you talking
like,
about September 6th?
No, I'm not.
Are you talking about like 69 but 9/6?
Yes. Why?
That
why
would
is
be
that?
like, sorry. I thought you were talking about the day.
I know.
You're talking about like back to back, like head at the foot, and then the other person is head at the head of the bed, and they're like back to back flipped.
Oh, so that's what would happen. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
You know, like, we all know what a 69 is, but are you talking
Yeah.
about like an actual 96?
Now that I'm writing the numbers out in my head, I now know why they use that number.
Yeah, 96 is like
just kind of like cuddling.
If a couple's doing a 96, they're pissed at each other or something, like they're mad or like something's going on. You know?
That's a good point.
But 69's weird. I think it's weird. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, it's oh man, I just when I said that and then you started going on rant on like day month, I just thought like, man, dude, we're not. I'm so far off in another world right now. But now
I'm just such a good person that I wasn't.
I know.
My mind didn't even go there.
Shout out to Mr. Braden. Dude, I rewatched. I mean, I've seen it a million times. Rewatched Talladega Nights this weekend. That's a good comedy.
It's so good. It's one of those like early mid 2000s comedies that you just can't beat. That was the era for comedies. I feel
that
like.
Genre. So like 90s and 2000 SNL. So like you had like Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell. Golly, I know there was 1,000 more, and then it transfers into like Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Rock.
It's like you got Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller. I mean, they weren't really,
and that's.
I don't think they were SNL, but like
those
I know
actors,
what you're saying.
Dude, every movie I've ever watched with any of those people in it, Kevin James, all of them, dude, it's just hilarious. Chris Farley.
They are funny.
Chris Farley. Who's the guy who's the short guy with the curly hair? Damn it.
You already said David's. No.
It's Rob something.
Rob Schneider.
Yes.
Yeah, he's funny.
No, that's just like to me that's the epitome of comedy. You know, some
he
people
always
like
plays
to say,
like a small role, but it's like it's a memorable role. You know?
Like Adam Sandler is awesome. I mean, I'm sure everybody's noticed, but it took me a while because I'm not bright. Speaking of bright, how am I looking to the viewers who watch our videos? Is this
You're looking
this
good,
not awesome?
Man.
Made some upgrades. You didn't have to say that.
It's about time.
Yeah, man. Hey,
what's your favorite? What's your like top 3 favorite comedies?
One.
You're starting off with number 1?
No, that's a good point. I'll go 3. 3, I'll go. Man, that's such a good question.
There's so many.
I know. I feel because
I don't think there's a wrong answer. Like I feel like everybody's top 3 comedies are
just different.
Yeah.
Because like mine are pretty. No, I'm not gonna say generic, but it's ones that I genuinely I would say introduced me to like these characters and just made me really enjoy liking or wanting to make people laugh. You know, it's just gonna sound crazy. I don't know if you ever watched it, but Grumpy Old Men. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's about It's about 2 old neighbors, like in their fishing buddies, and they just shit on each other the whole show or the whole movie. And there's two of them, and it's Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men. I don't know why, but I watched that like early.
They made a sequel to it.
Yeah, sequel. Yeah, type shit. No, it's
they named it
hilarious.
That's funny. A grumpier old man.
Grumpy old men and grumpier old men. It's hilarious. 2, I'll go. Ah, man. So, it's just a toss up, man. It's just a toss up. I'll go the other guys too.
That's a good one. Yeah, that one's so funny.
And that's it. Like honestly, a tie for me for 1. I think about the scene where he's like, "You have people down here saying you won't do it, and I'm saying you will." Oh, he's flying.
Oh, look, he's flying.
Yeah. And then Braveheart. I'm gonna go Braveheart at 1. I'll go Braveheart. And
no way.
It's really only for 1 scene. Everything else is like
it's the funniest move. It's the funniest like cinematic moment ever.
It's like everything else in the movie is like pretty sentimental, pretty like heart-wrenching, pretty motivating. There's 1 scene.
It's a love story.
Yeah. It's like it checks all the boxes, but nobody thinks about this as comedy. But it's probably like hour 5 into the movie.
Like you're dying for a laugh at this point. I know.
So you're kind of stretching, but to me, man, I cried. I watched it with you when it happened, and that may be why I just think it's hilarious. But you remember the scene? It's like nighttime, and like this horse just falls off this cliff, and then it pans to the horse falling. And
he goes to kill the nobles betrayed him.
Yeah.
At the Battle of Falkirk, dude. And he is like, hell no. And he goes to kill the nobles. And he like breaks into their barn on a horse.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. And just whacks that dude in the head with like ball and chain. Could you imagine like getting killed like that back then? I mean, that is terrible, dude. I mean, those people had no humanity. But
that's another good time.
And then they come in and they start running at him, and he just says, "I'm just gonna run off this 50-foot barn with my horse." And like, I'll just never forget when he runs off the side with his horse, and it goes silent. Like the music stops, and it's just like a silent scene, and they're falling. And I'll just never forget looking over at you, bro, because like I've seen this movie like 10 times, so it's like a great movie. Yeah. But for some reason, I was like, I got to look over at Steven right now. And you were looking at me. And we just started dying. It's like, it really wasn't that. It wasn't a funny scene. It was just, it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it is such a good movie.
I can't reiterate how they like made it seem like this horse was falling was just like, I mean, sideways, legs straight out, and just like I don't know, dude. But that scene just cracks me up. The whole movie is really good, but
it's so good.
Know. And then that accent just gets me, dude. I just love the Scottish accent. Dude.
When I watched it for the first time when I was like 17 or 18, I didn't really think that much into it, like too deep about the movie. I just kind of watched it like surface level. I didn't really think about like a deeper meaning to it. But as I've gotten older, I've like analyzed it more. Yeah. And I've just started to realize like I don't think I could have survived back then.
Oh, dude. I
don't think anybody alive now could have made it back then.
Dude, I have so many questions on what went on back then. First off, you brought up a great point, the torturing methods. Holy shit. You remember we learned about it, but like they had a bull made of like metal and they put you in there and just burnt you alive. That's terrible. I mean,
why would that's what I don't get about torture methods like that. It's like, why? Why do you want to do like
what's your fucking problem?
Pissed? Yeah, what's your problem? Like,
yeah.
You're pissed at this guy, like just end it.
Yeah, just I know you don't have bullets, but chop his head off. Like I'm not saying hanging is humane, but back then I feel like that was the most humane way. What's that? The gauntlet?
The guillotine.
The guillotine.
The guillotine. The guillotine just it's over immediately.
And dude, and the fact that this was like a like a town orchestrated event, like people came. They're like, "Hey, are you it's out at the supermarket? Hey, are you going to the Hey, are you going to the beheading later on? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll bring. Is your son? Yeah, he'll be there. Needs to learn.
Yeah, they're like,
Dude,
yo,
it's the craziest.
let's go see if Christopher's going, and they go next door, and Christopher's like, nah, I can't go, and like, oh, pussy, like.
So is your wife a witch? You know, it's just it's insane.
Just a different time. It almost seems like it didn't like it happened. I know it happened, but
yeah,
just barbaric, man. Like, I mean, there's people today that just have no regard for human life, but I mean, back then, like 800 years ago, they didn't get. I mean, they did not care, man. I mean,
no, and this is something
the fact
I've
that you would
wanted
just
to
run into battle with swords, I couldn't fathom that.
And it's crazy, dude. The concept of war, you know, is just like now, like you'll be in the middle of the night, you'll get shot. You don't know where from. It just, you know, your buddy could get shot and dead, and you're like, what was that? Back then, dude, you line up in a field, make an announcement like, yo, we're here, roster check, Mike in the back. You got all these people. And it's like, dude, imagine like you're a farmer, you're a sheep farmer, and you're just herding sheep. And then the government comes and they're like, yep, you're coming with us. And you're just, dude, I've always thought about, I wish they made a movie from the point of view from the people in the back who's just like hearing slaughter, and they're just like,
that I'd be in the, dude, that's exactly where I would be.
Yeah. And if you're going to sit here and say, I'm a man, I'd be, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
There ain't no way, brother. I'd be in the back. Dude, I'd be in the back. And if I lived back then, I know myself, I'd be like, hell no, cannot be up front. Dude, the guys up front live. They're the main characters. You know, they're the ones that charge up front, and somehow they're not hurt.
Exactly. Not a scratch.
But if you're middle of the pack, dude, you are screwed. But they're the ones that are dead. And then in the back, they're just like, oh, this guy's, you just stick your sword in, like, got him. You know, like, you can just kind of be back there and be like, I'll just finish this guy off. It's kind of messed up.
But just like, I wish they would do a movie from like two homies, two guys who run a sheep farm, and they're just like, man, I didn't want to be.
That would be, dude. That could be like Braveheart the comedy, you know,
dude.
That I think we just made it like came up with something pretty good.
Wait a second. That's good. I'm a team.
That's actually a good idea. Like,
just because
like
the movie
take like an iconic battle scene and just film this. Like, get two comedians put them in the back and film them and their point of view. And they're like, oh shit! Like, I can't do this.
It's like you have Mel Gibson, who obviously gets the pretty girl. And it's like, get these two guys who like have fat wives who like kind of hate life, and they're just like, why in the fuck are we here, dude?
Yeah, they're like, dude, we just have a small farm. We just want to live in peace.
So we're just hanging out.
We're just chilling. Yeah.
We're not hurting anybody.
And you know what's funny in Braveheart too? They just kind of showed up to make so the nobles could make a deal.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how pissed some of them were when William Wallace showed up? It's like, we're fighting. You know, like they're fighting. And like, I know a lot of those guys, even after his like motivational speech.
Yeah.
I know, there were like two guys that looked at each other and were just like, this is not happening.
And dude, because like, how did the guys in the back hear? They're like, what's he saying?
They weren't. There's no way they heard it.
There's no motivation for them. Like, are we going home or are we fighting? And they're just like, I think the whole movie would just be hilarious. That'd be so good.
It would literally be like 30 minutes long.
I know. That's kind of that's what's hilarious, dude. Or
you could get like a build up, like them. You could start the movie off with them being at home.
Yeah.
And like you said, they have, fat wife. And
like preface them saying like they're just average ass dudes who live in this shitty time frame.
Yeah. And they're told like, hey, we got to walk 50 miles because there's no car. We got to walk like 55 miles in 2 days with all this gear. And if you get sick, like, sorry, you know, and just there's stuff that I bitch about. Can you imagine listening to these guys bitch about? Like, that's something to bitch about, you know?
Yeah, that's a realistic it's really not even bitching. It's just like, yeah, dude, you're in the right here.
Yeah. Next time I bitch about something, I should think, well, at least I'm not, worried about like the plague and having to walk to Birmingham to go to battle or something. Like
God.
It's actually hilarious. It's not funny, but it is.
I just can't get this movie idea out of my head.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's good. Hey, so what?
Caught back of the line.
That's it, dude.
Because when you're at the back of the line, dude, I mean you're pissed.
Oh yeah. I mean, back of the line with your cash when you're at the grocery store, or back of the line when you're in a fast food. It just being in the back sucks.
Yeah,
is what it is. What about you, man? Because you're more of a movie guy than I am. The only thing that I think me and you disagree on that you're completely wrong is about Rudy being a good movie. That's the only thing I think me and you like heavily disagree on. Like, I think Radio is a better movie than Rudy.
I think.
No, I'll let the people know too. The original argument.
I think the original argument is stupid, bro. It's just not like Radio versus Rudy. That's comparable because they're both football, and you can there's just similarities. When you compare Rudy to Armageddon, you just think about what I just said. And Armageddon or Rudy.
And I'll tell
Rudy,
you,
it's a true story.
I'll tell you the correlation.
Underdog.
I'll tell you the correlation. You ready? I'm about to blow your mind. Rudy playing at Notre Dame, getting a sack, is as realistic as you sending an oil rigging crew to a coming asteroid and putting a nuke in the middle of it and blowing it up and splitting it before it hits Earth. That's the same comparison. That is the same. I'd believe that over Rudy doing anything positive. Yeah, dude, he tries, but life sucks, dude. You got one play.
I will agree. I think if we had been playing at Notre Dame and Rudy and this guy Rudy comes along and he's a try hard and it's like, why are you trying so hard? Okay, I can see how I would probably be like, relax, my man, But you know what, dude? It's like you're just, but we're pieces of shit though. Like you're missing the whole mess. He worked his ass off. It wasn't even just playing football. Like the dude came from nothing, went to Notre Dame, got an education.
Yeah.
And he got a sack. That happened. You know what's not going to happen? An asteroid the size of Texas. That's what they said in the movie, the size of Texas. And you think you can just drill 800 feet and drop a nuke in there and it blows in half? You know how big Texas is? There's mile marker 880 in Texas, dude. They drilled 800 feet.
So you like the movie because you know exactly how far they drilled.
I just remember.
No,
I think Armageddon is a good watch. Like if you're in the mood for give me a shit movie, right? Put shit in my mind. You know how everybody goes through, it's a good movie, but everybody goes through that where they're like, I just want to cram my mind with shit right now.
I know it's a better space movie than Star Wars.
That's crazy, dude. Jet, are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Look at what are you wearing? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Jedi, my episode Phantom Menace shirt, dude.
Ooh.
I got Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul. It's got holes in it too. I wear it on Sundays. It's my holy shirt.
Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis,
would be destroyed by Obi-Wan.
No, the name dude, don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm not going down this road.
I know. Let's get back to your top 3 comedies.
Top 3 comedies.
It's tough. That's honestly something I could write a paper on.
I gotta go with Dumb and Dumber at 3.
Damn it. That's so good.
It's so good. Dude, honestly, every scene is just so ridiculous. Like I never realized the scene in Dumb and Dumber where he like walks out of the it's like a Quick Trip or a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And those two black dudes are standing there on the corner just drinking their big gulps.
Yeah.
And he just looks at him and goes, "Hey guys, big gulps, huh? All right, see you later." And then dude, I've actually seen that scene was just he completely they were just extras. Like they weren't supposed to have any words. They weren't supposed to be involved. And he's so funny. He just gets the idea to walk out and just be like, "Big gulps, huh? All right, see you later." Dude, if you go on YouTube and watch that like 5 times in a row, it's the funniest shit ever.
I know, man.
That's a classic.
Cause see, it's just I forget about that, you know.
Yeah, it's like little things like that just.
I know.
That's literally one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
I would say number 2. God, you know, I want to put Step Brothers in the top 3. It's just I've seen it so many. It's such a basic take.
I know. Well, it's like
so.
I feel like we watched it pretty early on when it came out, and it's just like it's just like it's just like a poser comedy movie. Like I think it's funny, but for like I like the scenes that maybe necessarily aren't like the funny lines or like the, you know, I like the small shit that's referenced in the movie. Like, you know, they're walking up, the house is building, you know, by General Custard. Yeah, just shit like the architecture of the house. I think that shit's funny.
It is good. It's awesome.
But almost like I don't want to disrespect it by not putting it up there. But it's like somebody who says, "Oh, I love rock," and they're like, you know, then they just splurge out like, you know, AC/DC fan, you know, Journey.
Yeah, or like they wear like a Pink Floyd shirt and like a Dark Side of the Moon shirt, and they can't tell you one song on it. I hate that. I'm not getting into that. I'm not. I can't go there. But I would say my second favorite comedy. I gotta go Wedding Crashers, dude.
God, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So good. And then number 1 is just so. It's Other Guys. I mean, it has to be.
Yeah,
I mean, it's literally the best comedy ever made. It's every scene is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. Like, and
dude,
every character is so. There's not one character that just wasn't funny or sucks. Like, what's the captain? What's his name? Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
They make Michael Keaton is low-key the funniest. He's the funniest character in the whole movie.
Dude, the fact that he works at Bath and Body Works or Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
And the fact that he continuously just low-key references like TLC.
Yeah.
That's a TLC. You can't say that and not reference TLC. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He just completely oblivious. Yeah, it's great. And he's so good with it. And I love when he's at Bed Bath & Beyond and he's like giving a pep talk to the workers at Bed Bath & Beyond. He's like, the new bath rugs are in. Like, he's like saying that, and then he like goes on a tangent, and then he's like, and there's a serial rapist living in Crown Heights, and he's like, oh, wrong job. It's just so good, man. Like the writing in that movie is so. It's perfect.
I know, because I've always wondered, like, these guys are just funny, like just sitting here talking. So how much is that, especially like Will or like Vince Vaughn? How much of that is improv, you know? Like, how much of that is actually scripted out, or how much of that is, like, just going off feel of the room and just, like, oh, this joke will hit, you know?
Dude, I bet, like, see, I don't know. Like, I know with, like, Curb in, like, Seinfeld, a lot of their shit was, like, they had the plot of how they wanted the scene to go.
Yeah.
But once they got into the scene, they really just started, like, talking and keeping the plot of what they wanted, like the theme of what they were talking about, but they could, like, there were no lines, like they were just improvising everything.
Because it was like so easy.
I just don't know with the movie like that. I don't know.
I know, because it like Seinfeld and Curb. I feel like it's so easy because the show's just kind of based on like actually like eating at a diner or actually going to check mail or like everything they did in that show is just something that's relatable and something that happens every day to everybody.
That's why it's literally it's perfect.
I know.
You can't beat it. I get really passionate. I get like way too involved.
I know. I'm surprised it's not on in the background.
That's what I want. Like anytime somebody's like, "No, I haven't seen Seinfeld," or like I just couldn't get into it. I'm like, I just want to say, like, have you? Like, are you alive? Like, do you not like watching? See, I just don't get it. I like watching things that I can relate to in my life. I feel like that's why anybody would watch anything.
Exactly. That the thing about being funny is like, it's like I feel like telling jokes and stuff too, because I've kind of done it to you a few times. But like, I'll tell you a story, and it's like you'll get the gist of the story, but I'll throw in a white lie that just kind of fluffs it up a little bit. It's like, I was standing in line at Walmart, farted pretty loud. That didn't happen, but like that might get a chuckle,
Yeah.
That might start the chain or whatever. But I don't know. Seinfeld's good. Did you see that? Because you kind of pointed me out to this, and then he came out with like a Pop-Tart or cereal movie or some shit.
Bro, I actually haven't.
You haven't seen it?
I'm like a huge Jerry fan. Yeah, bro, and I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I heard it wasn't that good.
I know it looked kind of weird. But do you know his obsession with fucking breakfast foods?
Yeah, dude. He met when him and like Julia Louis-Dreyfus met. Like the first time they ever met was they ate a bowl of cereal together. Damn. It's so weird. Yeah, but it's funny.
I know.
Like it is kind of. It's just different.
Yeah. I wish like watching that show. I wish marketing, like I wish boxes and the sodas. I wish everything went back to that. And then just do the clothes like I just couldn't imagine wearing a nice button up jeans and like some clean like sneakers and like nobody looking at you crazy. If I wore that outside right now, I would get looked at crazy. But back then, dude, that's a fit.
It's a hard fit.
And like nobody, I feel like it's not even referenced like George rocking the what are those Nike Cortezes, dude? Like, I mean, just absolute best swag I've ever seen on a character.
Yeah, they are clean. All their like even like dude, Kramer's jackets that he wears they're so tough, dude. I would die to have one. And George's jackets too are nice. They're always cool,
dude. Like
you have one like it. It's just like different patterns of color. It's like red, green. Don't you have a jacket like that?
Yeah, dude. Thrift store, man. I found some sweet windbreakers from the old thrift.
Yeah, it'll come back. I mean, it's like the 80s look came back. The 90s, I feel like the 90s look will come back,
I know.
I think the 2000s look though is
dead.
I don't like it.
No. Dude,
like when you watch a 2000s movie, like high school 2000s movie, you see the fits and I'm like, how was this a thing?
Was that like the era of like or was that like Hurley and Fox and Rockstar and all that shit?
Yeah, and like the girls wore like low-waisted jeans.
That era of selfies too, where girls like threw the peace sign to the fucking side
with the kissy face.
With the kissy face, dude.
Yeah.
The era of MySpace, dude, is that can go away too. I think that MySpace that.
But I feel like it was such a good time. It was a good time though. Like that era was.
I know
we were kids, but I just feel like being a teenager in the late 2000s would have been cool.
Yeah. Who was popping off then? Was it like was it kind of like punk rock? Was that popping off then? Was like Green Day and Blink and all that a little later, or was that what was going on then?
I feel like 2000s was big, like All American Rejects. I remember seeing that on MTV every morning.
There was some good country music, like
like Coldplay.
Yeah,
was when they were big in the 2000s too, but like late 2000s they were still big. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Because like I look back,
it was like punk. I would say it's like punk, like like punk rock. Yeah, for sure.
Because I was looking back and like trying to think, because like in elementary school and middle school, I mean, we're wearing some dumb shit, dude. We're rocking Sperry's, white Nike socks, fight necklaces. For some reason, the white T-shirt, the white under tee was like a staple. Like if you weren't wearing white under tees, bounce.
I had a pair of Heelys, dude, and
That's tough.
We all had them.
Yeah.
My wheel, dude. They took the wheels within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You got
Can't have
caught wheeling
fun.
around. Yeah, just stole all the fun. I mean,
I
people
know.
were busting their ass. So
Yeah, but that marble floor, you got good. God, that was a good speed too. That was really good
there's
speed.
no friction, so you're just
Nah.
gliding for days.
Yeah. Nah, it's like I go because I get. Do you get these Facebook like look 10 years ago like a then and now like I'll get some shit where I took a stupid selfie in like 8th grade and I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, I get them. Yeah, and I see them. I'm
I
like,
hate myself.
I hate everything. I'm sure in 10 years I'll hate everything I'm doing now.
I know.
You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
so.
Like, but it seems so cool in that moment. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's times when I've looked at stuff or like pictures when I was like 22 or 21 and I'm like, oh, I'm growing up now. You know, I'm not like posting something like I did when I was 17.
Yeah.
And now I'm 27 and I look at shit I posted when I was like 21, 22. I'm like, why did I do that?
Post that? It's dumb as hell.
And I'm sure when I'm 32, I'm going to be like, I can't believe I did a stupid podcast.
Well, we're still going to be doing it, dude.
Yeah, I know that. I know. But I just, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just life though, bro. It's just like, we're going to be different. We're going to, probably.
Yeah,
we're gonna
grow and you learn. Yeah.
We're gonna be married or have kids or moved or
yeah. I can't wait to be AI.
I know. Dude,
I can't wait
shit. That's scary.
I know.
What's going on with that? I used it the other day and because I use it at work. Like I'll if I need help wording an email, like in the sense of like I'll give them kind of what I want to say. And they'll help me fluff it up, make it sound super professional, and then I'll just copy and paste it. Yeah. I've used it to edit photos. I've used it to calculate how many steps I need to take to, like help with like weight loss. It's helped me come up with a diet plan. I mean, I'm sure there's no limit on this, but I'm like, where are you pulling this shit from? You know?
Yeah. AI, it scares me, man. Like actually. You know, like I don't sit here and dwell on it. I live my life, but I definitely there's times where I see shit and I'm like, this is not good. I feel like I'm just rotting my brain, and there's just like no telling. There's obviously there's so many people that are like, oh, this is what's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years. Nobody knows what's going to happen with AI.
Exactly.
I just don't see it. I am one of those people. I just don't see it being a good thing. They're already making videos that you just don't even like that look so realistic. You don't even know. Like people that are older that are seeing these videos, like if they really believe that a spaceship is coming out of the ocean water and there's people talking, like reporter. I saw a video of like a reporter talking and a spaceship coming out of the water. It's obviously AI. Like I know this.
Yeah.
But dude, there might be some poor old man out there that watches that and thinks this whole Jesus thing ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's older people are the ones that see this stuff and they're like, oh my God. But then who's to say at some point we're not going to start watching stuff that we can't tell if it's real or not?
I know.
Like, it looks so realistic now.
I know, dude. You're saying like old people watching the news, dude, or seeing like clips. I saw this clip of this old lady. Somebody in the room was playing GTA. So they're literally driving their car like through people and the lady's like, oh my God. It's like, oh my God. It's very deceptive.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I think like the way she was reacting, she's like, is this really happening? But
the way and honestly, what makes that video so funny is how they pan it to the grandmother, like the video, and she's reacting, and then they pan back to the TV. And it's like as soon as they pan back to the TV, there's like 3 people that just go flying.
Yeah. And then they pan back to her and she's like, Yeah. No, it's AI scary. Like I said, I think obviously like it could be used in good, but like that's with anything though. Like moderation. Like I don't know. Because like there has to still be some like what makes like human error, like that's what makes things special. Like I mean, even in the sense, I mean, this is so minuscule, but like, it's not really AI, but it's like an MLB. I think they're trying to move to like where they can review balls and strikes, and it's like, I don't know. We've played a lot of baseball. I feel like what kind of makes a game is the strike zone. Like you could play, and that's kind of what makes baseball like a perfect thing because there are errors in it. So it's just like,
I agree.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think like for me using it for writing emails, that's not authentic. That's not me. So me writing
Yeah.
to me, what's professional may not be right, but I don't know. I think
Like an umpire calling balls and strikes that's a part of the game.
yeah, it's
like there's gonna be human error. Like there's gonna be times where a ball's thrown and they call a strike and vice versa. But
that is what it is.
I feel like when you take that aspect out of the game, I understand, I get it because it eliminates the human error.
Yeah.
Or human error, and there would be no mistakes in like calls or safe or out. But I just think if you implement AI instead of like umpires, I feel like it ruins the game.
I know, and I feel like in a broader scale, like if AI just kind of continues, like keeps coming and developing, and just like before you know it, dude, people are going to be out of jobs. Like, I mean, engineers are like, I don't know, just
I don't think engineers will go. Engineers won't go away
because they can't. Like they're not creative in the sense of like, but not engineers, but like I'm just trying to think of jobs that like there's a lot of jobs I'm sure that could be just taken away.
I feel like jobs that are going to go away
like
could
factory workers, just shit like that, like shit that you literally can use just I don't know.
I feel like audit, like people that like telemarketers and stuff like that. I feel like that's definitely going to go away. That can all be automated instead of paying somebody to talk on the phone, or like a receptionist, something like that. But I don't know. I don't really see like anything major going away. You know, maybe like, I don't know. I know Zuckerberg was on Rogan talking about how he said something about how, AI in a few years will be able to do what a mid-level software engineer can do. It's like, but see, my thing is he says this stuff, and I understand you're a company and you want to make money, but why you're already a billionaire, like multi billionaire, and you don't care about people that need these, like engineers that need these jobs. Like even if you're paying their salary and their healthcare and all that, you're still going to be loaded, and it's like these people get greedy over, we can save so much money by eliminating having to pay these people and have AI do this job as a software engineer. It's insane.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Like you're gonna think about, he's gonna die one day, dude, and the money. Who cares? Like,
I know, because you're perfect. You're like, I'm with you. Because to me, like you're already loaded.
You can't take the money with you. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it's gonna right. So, but like, why have all the money in the world if like the world's just shit? Like you literally, you can't buy anything. Like you can't buy the earth. It's not for sale.
Yeah.
And if it is, U.S. will probably tax it.
Yeah.
They tax my paychecks every time. But like, I don't know. Like you said, the greediness of because it's weird because like I'm all for getting up, going to work. Like if you can work, go to work. Kind of mindset of just like go get it. We all struggle, but like So, but like that kind of helps society. I feel like I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's going to be butchered, but like the way society works, like we all need to. It sucks, but we all need to go out and spend money in a sense of like so people can that are working at the grocery stores, like us spending money at the grocery store, that funds their paycheck. Like it's just money's just flowing. The money's never yours. It's just flowing in a state. It's just in the economy. And
that's
people
what
that are like,
it's a cycle. It's a money cycle.
The money's never yours. It's just in your possession at the time. So I don't know. People that like you said, and then like was it Elon trying to put this chip in people's heads that like cured stuff? I don't know, bro. I'm not into
I don't
that.
know. I don't know anything. I couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah.
He's probably. All I'm saying is like I agree with like the capitalist form of government. Like
Yeah.
I understand companies want to make profit and make
Right.
as much profit as you can, because like if you have an idea, why not? Like why not make profit? But
Exactly.
I just don't. I guess there's just certain things about it that I just see as just it's just outright wrong. Like taking away people's jobs to save a little bit of money when your company's
Save
already
$1.
worth billions. Yeah, it's engineers. I mean, they make good money, but paying a salary and healthcare for one person that might be $200,000 a year.
Yeah,
It's a tenth of a penny for you, man. Like, it's crazy.
It's just I think people that are money hungry. I don't know. Like I've never in my time. I've never like. Obviously, I want to have enough money, but like I just want enough to, like, be able to, hey, we're going golfing with the boys. Yeah, I'll go. Or like get, maybe like I'll go ahead and get the rounds for everybody, and just like I just want enough money to kind of, do, because I'm not a materialistic person. And it's just like I would just want enough money to like basic needs. And if I want to go like rip Mexican after golf, I don't want to have to like check the bank account,
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I feel that's kind of how I am too, man. I'm just trying to
make it.
Yeah.
I mean, have people.
I have all, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like people that it's good to grind, dude. Like, and if you have a dream and you want to chase it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like grind. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I'm probably not going to grind 24/7, 24/8, all the time.
Yeah.
Because it just takes your time. It's just, for me, like, I just feel like I want to make money, but time is more important.
Time is way more valuable than money. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If I can somehow, like I said, work as little as possible to go live life, like these people to make me, they're like, I would like, everybody works 40 hours a week, and it's like, dude, and then 2 days off. So you're telling me I have like 4 hours roughly each night I get home to, like, I guess, do what I want. And then I have 2 days on the weekend. And so it's like, it's just the whole concept, dude. It's messed up. But I don't know. Like you said, I want to grind, but also want to live. Like, it's older generation, dude. Like, they're like, man, I love work. I've been working my whole life. And I said, yeah, man, you look happy. Are you? Like, have you, like, how much have you missed? Because you're grinding, And it's like, I don't want people to think that, like, me saying, or like some people with the same point of view, it's like, I want to work as less as possible and go live. But like, we were not put on this earth to work, 50 years and retire and live out the rest of it. Like, that's not living. That is just surviving,
Yeah.
So like you said, bro, just get out there. I don't know what you guys are good at. Probably not shit. Kidding. But no, I just want to get out there. Make some shit happen.
Maybe the lottery will hit, dude.
I know. That'd be fucking awesome.
I love how Alabama is one of the only states that doesn't have a lottery. There's 5 states that doesn't have a lottery, and Alabama's one of them. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. You
got to go to Georgia. You got to go to. It's like, I just don't understand it. It gets put up every year to get like passed, and they just never do it. And
yeah,
it could benefit something, dude. Like Georgia, I know with Georgia, it benefits their education system.
Dude, you go to Georgia, their elementary schools look like colleges.
Dude, their schools are the best. They have the best school system. They have some of the best school systems in the country.
Roads, interstates, like, just makes everybody's life a lot easier and a lot better.
Yeah, and like Pennsylvania, their money goes to the elderly, which is all right.
Well, that's kind of
yeah,
it's kind of like kicking a. It's like they're already they've already lived. Like, why not put back into the struggling younger generation?
Yeah,
because like
I saw an 85-year-old guy on the road today in his Lincoln. I mean, it was literally a stereotype. Like I've never. I was like this. I was like, how does this keep happening? Like it's like the Matthew McConaughey Lincoln commercials are for people 80 plus. Yeah. And dude, he was going like 20 miles an hour, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, dude, you need to get there like faster than me. Like, I was riding his ass, and like, I'm pretty understanding when that happens. I'm like, okay, he's older, but brother, like,
you need to shave some time, big dog.
Yeah.
You need to cut that ETA to like 2-3 minutes. Like,
yeah, brother. I mean, when I'm telling you, man, when I'm 80, I promise you, I'm not going slow. I just can't.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll be better drivers when we're that old. Like, you know,
I don't know, man. I got like my eyes are still good, but when's that gonna hit? You know,
I know. And it's like, do you just lose feeling of the gas pedal, or like what happens?
I don't know, man. Like my dad used to drive like a bat out of hell. I don't know how many speeding tickets he's had. He's told me all his speeding tickets, and the guy, when I get in the car with, I can't stand riding with him, man, because he drives
slow as hell.
Dude, he drives on the interstate 60. It drives me crazy.
That pissed me off.
I'll look over, I'll be like, hey man, let's
speed up a little bit. Like,
take your foot off the brakes, you know?
Yeah.
He that's what he said though. He's like, dude, I've had so many speeding tickets, and he said, you know, as the years have gone on, he's just like, just don't care, just drive slower. Maybe that's how just how you get as you get older. You're just like, I'm just gonna
hopefully
take it chill down the road. I don't know.
Hopefully we're still doing this when we're old, and it's like we'll look back on this episode and we'll be like dumbasses. You know,
we'll be talking super slow, probably. You know, people won't listen. We'll probably have the same amount of listeners. At 80, we still have 50 listeners. Yeah.
Welcome back to episode 200,048 of the Back Brick Boys.
Yeah.
It's funny. Man, this episode was fun because we didn't talk about shit for real, which I love. I love just talking about nothing. I know, it was awesome. It is something, but it's not. Yeah. Dude, we're not structured, which I love, you know. Yeah. But man, I'm actually gonna go to bed. So good night. You know.
I am too. Peace, brothers.